Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna do this video for the second time. Last video I did, you could hear my wife talking on the phone with her sister, so I'm gonna redo it. Anyways, these Reddit traders were targeting GameStop and AMC last week, and it seems that they're moving from GameStop, or they're gonna have a transition from GameStop to silver. They're going to take their profits, go to silver. And these traders, their thesis is that what I used to talk about, over a decade ago, that silver is undervalued, you have the big banks piling up on the shorts, it's manipulated and whatnot. And let's take a look at what their strategy is, and I'm going to analyze what they're trying to do here. Number one, they are going to buy a lot of physical silver. And if you look at some of these websites like SD Bullion, I used to be covered all over SD Bullion 6-7 years ago. My channel used to be huge. I used to get thousands of views, if you guys remember. And there's other sites like AppMax, Gainesville, JM Bullion, I believe that's what it's called. They're getting so much demand right now. This is not like some sort of crackpot conspiracy theory. You could go to these websites, you could see there's unprecedented demand. So if you look at it, there's all sorts of retail demand. But that retail demand, if you look at demand coming from the private sector, it's not at the same level. So I want to make that clear. Also, these guys are not dealing with the futures markets directly. The ones that are going to be dealing in the futures markets are probably these firms, and also the big banks usually deal with the futures market. So that's another thing. So if these guys decide to go into the futures market, decide to like buy up these future contracts, raise the price up, okay, I get that. But they're still buying an unprecedented amount of silver. It's ridiculous. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that they have another strategy where they're deciding to buy a whole boatload of SLV ETFs and PSLV ETFs. And their thesis is if we buy a whole bunch of ETFs there, since it's liquid, you could drive up the price. Their thesis is, it'll force these ETF companies to buy up more silver, right? Now, my thesis is that, number one, even if they're not doing this, silver should have a good year this year because they're going to have more stimulus. There's not that much demand. I mean, there's not that much confidence in the economy. So if you look at all of that, despite what they're doing, silver should have a good year. The next, stimulus for silver should be with the new Biden bill that he's going to sign probably in the next few months. But silver could rise before then if, all these guys in GameStop just decide to pile into silver. And if they decide to go into the futures markets, that's where I think they could have the most significant impact. But I don't think they're going to go into the futures market. So I do want to see how the market's going to react to this unprecedented amount of silver that they're buying. And, it's crazy just to think of it that, first is GameStop, then it's AMC, then it's Bed Bath & Beyond, and now it could be silver. Man, this is crazy. And what I've been looking at is I've been looking actually at graded silver. I did see rumblings about this last week, but like I told you, I deal with graded cards a lot. And, I've been taking some profits because it is a bit frothy, especially with some Tom Brady rookies that I have. I'm taking some profits there. I still have a bunch of his rookies and some of his unopened packs from the year 2000, the 2000 Chrome pack. I think I showed you in a video. And what I'm doing, take some profits and I'm putting into areas where I think price hasn't seen a surge. Where I believe there will be demand, such as graded silver, the NS69, PCGS, and the NGC. I'll be getting in a few days. I'll be talking more in depth about it. And graded cards have had a huge spike up. Artwork has had a spike up. But graded silver, in my opinion, especially the 1986 Silver Eagles, which I consider the rookies, right? Using the same strategy, I look at rookie cards, and now I'm going to look at rookie Silver Eagles, because a lot of people like going and buying Silver Eagles because they're shiny, they look nice, and you could always pass it down. So that's, I think, the next play in silver as well. I don't like the ETFs. I don't like SLV and GLD because, in my opinion, it doesn't have the silver and gold that they say they do. And if they go out and buy it, you know, these companies may have a problem in the future. And, you know, and there are people that are not crazy, like Avi Gilbert, talking about this. And he expected silver to have a huge run up this year. And he said it, I think, last year. So we shall see what's going on with that. And, yeah, I want you guys to comment below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that these Reddit traders will be able to get the price of silver up even before this Biden stimulus comes about? It's a crazy year. You know, last year was crazy, and it's starting off to be even a crazier year. And I think there are many opportunities to be had in this market. And, you know, it's exciting. It's fun. Just imagine if this happened 10 years ago. You know, all these guys on YouTube who are, you know, some of them are actually kicked off of YouTube now because they got, they pissed off YouTube. They pissed off the elites, so they can't comment anymore. But I do want your opinion. Let me know. Comment below, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.